Hello, US102 history class. This is the last video announcement, and you have the final exam for this week. So I just want to say a few things. First of all, I want to remind all of you that I was more than willing, as you saw, to take in late work. I had to make a deadline to be this last Sunday for late work, because at this point I've ran out of time. I have to get grades in after grading the finals in a very short amount of time, and I have a lot of other work in different areas and different places I have to do. So I'm just letting you know that for those of you who have mentioned that you struggled and were not able to get all the work in, and if you didn't get a passing grade, and if you're not going to pass, don't give up. Many of us have struggled. I struggled a lot in high school. So all of you that were even taking this class to get college credit are a step ahead of where I was at, like several steps ahead in high school. And so, if you know that you didn't, if you're not getting the grade that you would want because you were slacking, that's a conversation you need to have with yourself. You know that truth more than anybody else. And that's something you're going to want to deal with. But again, for those of you who have had to work extra hours outside of the school, family, circumstances that you had to prioritize, health, some emotional distress, maybe all of the above. I don't know what's going on in your life. So again, I don't judge any of you, and I want you to know. Again, I have for myself and many friends that even going to MJC would get really bad grades and then go back and fix them and kind of get our lives going and eventually get to where we needed to go. So the important part is to always do a lot of self-reflection. Try to understand what it is that you can do to improve your life. And then also, when there's things that are obstacles that are beyond your control, you can't beat yourself up for that. And just make sure that, you're talking to your counselor at your school so that they can maybe help you, work through some of those things, the next time around. Also, I just want to say that I really hope the best for all of your future and everything that you're doing. So I really enjoyed being able to expose all of you to these different set of histories and ideas. And I think that for the most part, everybody did a great job. So you'll see that the final also does not have that many points. If you were failing and you were hoping that the exam was going to be able to fix that, that's not going to be the case. If you are struggling to get the exam in or can't do that much on the exam and you notice that you have enough points to still have the grade you want, then that's something else to just remind yourself of. The way I set my class up is that you succeed if you were able to stay the course and keep up with the work. I do exams, but I don't put all of the weight of the grade on the exam. I feel like your grade is based on what you were able to do in the class, and you were able to keep up and do the work, or you were not, for all the various reasons that I just went over. So keep that in mind. I'm grading the final exam the same way I graded all of the essays. I made a reminder in there that there needs to be citations after every paraphrase and every direct quote. I should see several citations. It shouldn't be just one or two. If you want to get full points. Okay? And so that's all I really have to say about all of that. We covered a lot of heavy material, a lot of things that are, controversial and can get relatives upset at dinner tables, and you can ruin parties, bringing up certain topics and splitting the room in half or several ways on all these different opinions about these things. But no, I think you guys did a great job, and the discussions were very respectful. You all seem to know how to handle yourselves quite well in the discussion. So, congratulations on that. It'd be nice to see more Americans able to talk as calmly and nicely to each other about as you guys did in your discussion. So, good job, and I guess we'll have to end it there. Maybe I'll see you all around if you end up, any of you, going to take some more classes in the future. But in any case, like I said, it was great having you, and I wish you all the best. You see the percentages here at the end of what the grade situation looks like. And as soon as I get all the exams graded, I will make one more post to make sure that you've looked at your grade and you agree that makes sense. If there's any mess up on my part, or if you want to debate about any mess up on my part, this is where the next few days you need to be on top of proactively writing to me so we can address that in time before I send in the final grades this weekend. Okay, so that's it. All right, everyone, take care.